So the quilt project began as an idea that the parents, in a program that we run from CDO called Real Parents Working Together, Relevant Education for Adult Learners, and we are truly real parents. We decided that we could apply for community small grants. There are neighborhood small grants and community small grants in Vancouver, and this program is situated in the Hastings Sunrise area, and they applied for a grant with the community small grants. So we applied for 7 grants. So 3 of our schools all got together and developed ideas and brainstormed and what the process was around how do you access these funds and what are they for and what kind of things you can do. So we had these brainstorming sessions. We applied for 7 grants and got 5. These parents were thrilled. They had no idea that they would ever be able to accomplish this as a group. So the idea that they had with one group was to have quilt making, but they didn't really understand what it would really entail. They didn't know what it was to make a quilt or to sew a quilt or the batting and the backing and all the rest. None of them knew how to make a quilt. So this morphed into a wall hanging project. We still call it the quilt project, but it was a wall hanging project. The inspiration came from a puzzle that one of them had of their 5-year-old child. It was a circle of costumed people from around the world. And the biggest thing for them was they wanted to talk about how their community is so diverse and unique and all the cultures and how that's just amazing and how we're one large community and together that is community. So their sort of motto was together we make our community better, which of course was lovely. And they created these little people and they worked hard on sewing them. They found fabric and they created cultures from around the world and put it on a wall hanging. What was amazing about this is they never thought they'd get the money, one, when they did. And the second thing is that they had to coordinate all this on their own. They had to arrange these quilting bees, as I told them they were called, but they weren't quilting bees, they were wall-hanging bees, where they had to sew and find the fabric and brainstorm how this might look on a wall hanging. What would it look like? So they had to figure that out. So creatively it was amazing. Organizationally, one of the lead person never thought that she would be in charge of something like this. I mean, she was so proud of herself by the end of it. It was amazing. So at the end of it all, when they finished the whole project, it took about 5 months from start to finish, they had a celebration. They had some money left over in their fund, and they had a presentation to the funder. So it was at Hastings Community Centre, and the community recreation coordinator came, and they made an official presentation of the quilt and the photos of the project. And this one person who decided to help write the grant made a speech, and never, ever did she ever think she would make a speech in English. And she was very proud and very nervous and did a fabulous job. So now the wall hanging is traveling around the community. It started off at the school we were at, which is A.R. Lord School. It's gone to Hastings Community Centre. It's now sitting at Hastings Community School. It's going to go to the Vancouver Public Library Hastings branch in a little while, and probably over to Tillicum School. And so it's going to travel around. We haven't decided where the permanent home is going to be, but I think the traveling show aspect is fabulous. Mm-hmm. So it's been a huge learning curve for these parents, and the idea that they can access these funds, and it's theirs, and they own it. And it's fabulous.